So the inevitable has happened. The third and final ODI between India and New Zealand at Christchurch has been abandoned due to heavy rain. Yes, the series, which started off with rain, has ended with one. So the rain has had the final say in the third and final ODI at Christchurch. The match has been called off, and New Zealand win the three-match series 1-0. India had won the T20I series 1-0, and if you have to look at who was the overall winner, it was rain. Four matches it had impacted, and in all the four games, it proved to be it was a damp tour, to say the least. So, New Zealand, in their chase of 220, had made 104 for 1 in 18 overs. Now, we have to remember one thing, that in order for a result to be constituted in a ODI game, minimum of 20 overs had to be bowled. Just when New Zealand were cruising and the 20 over mark was about to come, the rain came. Agonizingly, the Kiwis were 2 overs short. If they had batted for 2 more overs, they would have easily won the contest because they were ahead on the DLS score by over 50 runs. But all that does not come into the equation because full 20 overs was not bowled. So the summary of the tour was such: rain, India won; tie due to rain, New Zealand won; rain, rain. That is the sequence of the 6 matches that have happened in New Zealand. Remember, India came on the tour after their disappointing exit from the T20 World Cup semi-final. And in a way, if you have to look at the current situation, India were bowled out for a very under par 219. So rain actually saved India from going 2-0 down. 1-0 scoreline is slightly better than a 2-0 scoreline. So the underlining statistic is that India, for the second consecutive series to 2020 and even now in 2022, they have not won the ODI series in New Zealand. They lost 3-0 in 2020, and now in 2022 they have lost 1-0. The initial, when the rain started, it was steady and then it became quite sharp. So the cutoff time initially was going to be 3 p.m. IST or 10:30 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. Further extension of 20 minutes was given, but unfortunately what happened, the rain did not relent. The covers were firmly in place. The super soppers were going around. The wiring was also going around the ropes were there on the outfield. It still did not help, and the game was called off. So what are the key talking points in this India versus New Zealand ODI series? Rain, rain, maybe rain. That's it. That are the only major talking points that is there for the India versus New Zealand series, because 4 matches: the Wellington T20I, Napier T20I, Hamilton, and now Christchurch. These are the 4 major matches that were impacted by the rain on this current tour. Following the end of this tour now, India will now play 3 ODIs and 2 tests in Bangladesh. That will begin from December 4th onwards. Very, very short turnaround time. So that is why after the end of this tour, the Indian team will play 3 ODIs against Bangladesh. But in that series, all the major A-listers are coming back. Rohit Sharma is back, KL Rahul is back, Virat Kohli is back. So that is the current situation in the Indian cricket team. So that is the situation for people joining us right now for this breaking development from the third ODI at Christchurch. The game has been called off. Rain has been declared the man of the series with 4 instances out of the 6 games. Auckland saw Tom Latham score 145. Shreyas Iyer impressed with 50s along with Washington Sundar's batting. And so, totally different teams are going. Yes, Pradeep Srivalsan, Rahul Tripathi Patidar, all that will be discussed much more in the dugout, which we will be doing very shortly. So join us in Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. We'll be back with more updates. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.